What's up, Amazon sellers? For today's video, I'm going to put a challenge up. People have been asking the question, should I be sourcing with tools or without tools? And which one is faster? Well, if you want to know which one is faster of the two, then stay tuned. I'm going to share with you and we will test it. Right, if you don't know who I am, my name is Thomas Parkinson and I've been selling on Amazon now doing online arbitrage for the last 5 years. Now, I'm a 7-figure Amazon seller in the UK and I'm also a 7-figure Amazon seller in the USA. I know, hashtag excited. And if you're interested in learning about what I'm learning on my journey and also how I'm actually doing it, do make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. First thing first, let's give you a little introduction to the video, why we're doing it. Number 2, let's talk about sourcing with tools versus sourcing without tools. And then finally, number 3, the results of a test that we're going to do. And I think you're going to like this. It's really interesting. Let's get started. Now, you might be asking, hey, look, why am I creating this video? Well, basically, look, lots of people join me on my weekly Monday YouTube live, whereby I answer questions. It's literally an AMA every week. I answer your questions from Amazon sellers about what's going on in the world of Amazon arbitrage. Now, one of the questions I get asked, surprisingly quite a lot from people getting started, is, Tom, should I use tools or should I do it manually sourcing, manually hunting? Which one's faster and better? Which one do you prefer? To give you an answer to this question, I don't want to give you the exact answer, but what I did is I challenged my VAs, and this is my team of virtual assistants who work for me within my business, by giving them a list of mixed products, good and bad deals to source, and I've asked them to analyze the deals and find the profitable products. And I'm going to get one VA to do it with tools, and I'm going to get one VA to do it without tools. I want to know, share with you guys, which method is faster, and also I'll share my personal thoughts about them and what's going on. So do stay to the end because I'm going to do this live with you or share this with you and you can see the actual results. Now, what I want to do is I want to, show this to you live. So again, I said I'd ask my 2 VAs and to do this. So I'm going to flash 2 videos around here on the screen and see which one's faster and also how much faster as well. For the VA sourcing without tools, my VA there has used the Amazon's free revenue calculator because, at the end of the day, it's impossible to really know the profitability, the margin and the fees without some sort of calculator. But obviously the Amazon's free revenue calculator you can use, and that is available. And that's what people are asking when they use, can I use the free tool? Now, the other one, which I'll say, is the other VA who is using tools. They're using FBA Multi-Tool, they're using Keeper and DS Amazon Quick View. And what I'll do is I'll drop a link to all these tools down below. So obviously if you want to access them, you can get them as well. So have a look, link down below. So let's put these videos up and let's get them started in 3, 2, 1, go. While they are sourcing, doing that, and obviously we're going to have them running, and obviously I will speed them up a little bit because I probably might talk for the whole time or might not. We'll see how it goes. But what I will say is while those videos are running, let me talk about the differences between sourcing with tools and sourcing without tools and the pros and cons of each method. My God, I can feel the pressure already. I'll start with the pros of sourcing with tools. Now, what I will say is, number 1, the sourcing with tools, like a calculator, is going to help make wiser decisions. Having calculator tools like FBA Multi-Tool, SAS, Buybot Pro, and all the other tools that can are eligible, they help you, understand things like eligibility to sell. Can you actually sell this product on Amazon's marketplace or Amazon blocking you? Number 2, it'll help you understand the competition. What's the competition? A lot of them have stock checkers. You can see how much stock they've got, what their price is, and even if you were to sell at their price, what their ROI is. That's really good. Also, their profitability. Obviously, you can put in your sale price that you want to do, how profitable will you be for that product, but also about all the individual suppliers. If you're going to change that price, how profitable do you need to be? And it basically supports you in analyzing deals much faster, much better, and based on the data it provides, which I think is absolutely game-changing because in this world, and if you've ever done sourcing before, you'll know that, my God, it's not easy. It takes a lot of time, and time is money. Tools help you out. In addition to that, it does save you time. Now, as you might all know, sourcing is a time-consuming process. Now, let's say, for example, you're taking a long time to locate information such as like the sales rank. Maybe you've got to scroll down, get to the sales rank, and then you've got to go all the way to the new seller listing and count the number of FBA sellers. Things like Amazon DS Quick View, they can just help you see the number of sellers. They can see the sales rank very quickly, not even just in the page, but over the overview search page. It just really speeds up. Now, so there's some of the pros of, sourcing with tools. Let's look at the cons. Now, despite having, sourcing tools and finding products to resell on Amazon, you still got to actually source manually. Tools are going to speed up your deal analysis, but generally they don't do too much in regards to the manual sourcing process. So what do I mean by this? Well, basically basically, you're still going to have to do the process of, should we say, loading up the product from the supplier into Amazon, finding the right Amazon listing. The tool doesn't do that match for you automatically, and making sure it is the same product. You're still going to have to do an element of analysis within the tool itself. It gives you a lot of information, like hazmat, eligibility to sell, profitability, but it still doesn't tell you exactly should you buy it, should you not. You still got to have a bit of knowledge, a bit of understanding, but does it help that process? 100%. It makes it a lot faster, but you still actually need to do it. It's not like a 100% automated buy, don't buy 6 of these. Like, it doesn't tell you that. That's not something that it does, but it's to be mindful. Now, the second thing which I will say, or a con of the tools, is they are great, but unfortunately they're not free. You do have to pay for them. Now, if you are starting out on Amazon and you've got a very low capital base, little to no funds, considering spending money on things like tools is like, my God, I don't want to do that. I want to spend money on stock because stock makes me money. But let me tell you this, it takes money to make money. So by investing in these tools, you are actually going to help yourself out. Why? Because it makes your sourcing so much more efficient. If you are interested and you do want to save money, and you're probably watching the video now because you're asking the question, should I use tools or should I do it manually? What should I do? What you can do is use what's known as all the trials and get basically all the tools for free. So what I did is I went through all the trials, I went through all the software, and we're not just talking about the tools, we're talking about the prices, we're talking about everything else. You can get 3 months worth of tools and software for free. Check that video out up there. You're going to love it. Now, what I will say is, after sharing with you the pros and the cons of sourcing with tools, let's now talk about the pros and cons of sourcing without the tools. Now, what I will say is that the following information that I'm going to be sharing with you is from the experiences of my VA doing manual sourcing methodology, meaning to say sourcing but using the Amazon revenue calculator. So let's kind of share some of that now. So I'll begin with the pros of sourcing without tools. Now, one of the advantages that my VA saw was, in case the tool doesn't work, then you know how to do it manually, which is obviously good. And sometimes tools do fail. We have seen that. It's rare, but it does happen. But let's say, for example, you're using a pay calculator and from the very beginning, and you have no idea how to use the Amazon revenue calculator, there might be a time when that tool fails and all of a sudden you can't do anything. Well, if you know how to use the revenue calculator, the Amazon free revenue calculator, that's going to allow you to continue the process manually. The other pro, let's put it this way, obviously it doesn't cost any money. That's a given because that's the inverse of costing money. Now let's proceed with the cons of sourcing without tools. There is really limited information. Now, if you think about doing the whole sourcing process, what I might say is you might think, should they using the Amazon revenue calculator, it's going to show you information about the profitability of the product. That's it. But it's not going to show you things like, is the product hazmat? Are you eligible to sell it? Also as well, it's not going to show you the number of sellers on the listings. It's not going to show you the ROI. It shows the margin, but not the ROI. It doesn't show you an estimation of the sales per month. And it doesn't show you so many other bits of information that's going to really help you understand if this is a good deal or not. The one thing which I will say is, if you are interested in learning more about the tools and how to get them for free, and we put together that video, what I did do is also I wrote a blog post about it as well. And we've got a free guide that you can download as well. So I'll drop a link down below where you can, should we say, see a blog post that I wrote about all the free tools that you should, how to get the tools for free, how to do it in what sequence and why, and what we like about the tools as well. And obviously you can get the download. It's going to help you out, like maximizing the sourcing, what you need to know, and that's going to really help you out. So have a look at the link down below. I'll drop a blog post down there that I wrote about all these sourcing tools that's just going to help you out in regards to your business and saving you money, because my God, we love saving money. Check it out now, link down below. Now, you might be asking the question, what are my personal thoughts on sourcing with tools versus without tools? I think you probably know, because you can probably tell by the whole way this whole kind of video is gone, is that I understand the reason why people are asking this question. I understand that when we come into Amazon, when we first start a business, we've got a limited budget and we want to spend all that money on stock, because what we understand, and it's great by the way, that we understand that stock makes you money, not tools. Tools help you make money, but they're not the actual money making, they don't make you the money. It's the investing in stock that you can resell to make a profit. And that's great. And obviously as a result, we want to put as much money into stock and as little money into everything else. And I'm sure you know it, and you're probably going to watch 1,000,001 videos whereby everyone's like, right, you need to get this tool and you need to get this and you need to get this and you need to get this. And I'll tell you what, you really don't. You really don't. You can pretty much get everything for free in that guide that I've mentioned down below, for 3 months, and it can really get you into Amazon business to help you turn that stock so much easier. Like, you don't need half the things that people are telling you. But once you're outside of those first couple of months and you're really like, right, I now want to invest in my business, I do generally believe using tools is going to help you out. Within my own business, we actually have all the tools: Buybot Pro, Ace and Zen, RevSeller, FBA Multi-Tool, SaaS. I would rather have all these tools available to my team to use, and if they want to use them, fantastic. And if they want to use more than one, and you'll see some of the screen shares I do where they have like 3 tools running at the same time, it's like, why? But hey, I'm not going to stop them, because it's like, it helps my team to find the deals, to get the result. That's it. It's really, really simple. A very good analogy would be like, I'm going to ask you to dig a hole. You get the choice between using your hands or I'm going to give you a spade. You would choose the spade every time. And I might have a different selection of spades, so my team can have different spades, but like, no one would use their hands, which is the free option. So because they realize the spade just makes it so much easier. And it's the same thing with sourcing with tools. The tools just help you out. You can still do it without the spade, but using the spade is going to speed you up and make it so much faster. And I think for you, definitely use that 3-month guide or that free guide that I'll mention down below in that blog post. But also as well, I do think once you've expired that and you've gone out and you want to invest in a tool, you should definitely do it. It's just a no-brainer. So this leads me nicely onto my third chapter: sourcing with tools versus sourcing without tools, the results. Drum roll, please. My camera's going to start shaking. Well, I think we already know the results already, because you've hopefully been watching during this video. Well, the results now show us that the VA who used the sourcing tools managed to open and review 9 products to find 2 good deals and 7 bad deals in 10 minutes. Top work. While the VA who sourced manually managed to, should we say, source 6 products, having achieved 2 good deals and 4 bad deals. So not maybe as fast as I thought, but what we can say is with the tools, it was faster. And that's about a 50% faster, should we say, process. That's something to consider. 50% more analysis we can do. That's incredible. Now with these results, we can actually say that sourcing with the tools is indeed faster. By being able to analyze more deals, you're going to find more profitable products. That means you're probably going to make more money. So I think we've conclusively answered that question. Now, what I will say is after, should we say, watching this video, sourcing with tools versus sourcing without tools, you might want to consider watching a video I created previously, or a playlist actually, which is called Sourcing 101, which is going to show you how to actually use those tools really, really effectively, which is the same methods we use within my own business. So check out that playlist. I'll drop it around here. Now, hopefully you like this video. If you have, give me a big thumbs up. And hey, if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. But for myself, Thomas Parkinson, Fast Track FBA, thank you very much.